Frank?
Kunken Dassner?
Oh my God, Frank, what's it been?
It's
Years?
been 83 years.
83 years. You don't look a day over 30.
You don't.
Welcome back to the Mr. Movie Podcast, everybody.
Welcome. We kept you waiting for this one.
Yep,
And
sorry.
sorry, this one might be a tad there should just be, we should have a pre-recorded apology that we just put in front of every episode, so that way we don't have to keep doing this every 2 months.
No, I never apologize for the same thing twice. We move on. We steamroll it. We're talking about May.
That was how many months ago? That was half a year ago.
God damn it.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Once we get a schedule, it'll be easy, but like
you can toss you guys can spam screw you Frank in the comments, because it mostly is my fault that
well, I like attention, so like include me too. Don't just talk about Frank. Yeah, talk about me too. So.
Yeah. Right. Frank sucks and Kunken is supreme.
No.
You want to be known as Duncan or Kunken? What is the what's the 411 on that?
I like to think that Kunken is a character and Duncan is who I am offline.
I'm Duncan, but Kunken, he's an ideal. He's something to strive for.
They call me Kunken. Duncan Kunken. Jesus Christ. All right, let's talk about
it. Isn't a person. It's an idea. It stands for something.
No, focus. Back on May. Frank, I want you to take us away.
Go. Well, no, you got to take us away because you watched 6 things. I only watched 5.
Oh, goddamn, that's correct. All right, well, I watched Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead.
Yes! I was hoping we could start with this one. Oh my gosh. Mr. Zachary Snyder, the Warner Brothers did him dirty, but he said, Netflix, I'm coming to you. And Netflix said, do whatever the hell you please, my man. And this was the Zachary Snyder's movie. If there's ever been one, this was Zack Snyder unhinged, no studio mandate, no set run time.
Yeah, you can tell.
I loved it. I love this movie.
Yeah, you can tell that they definitely gave him a lot more freedom, and he needed it, especially after the DC fiasco. He was so
their Twitter page, Netflix's Twitter page was trolling when this movie came out.
No kidding.
Oh yeah, I remember they posted when they posted pictures and they said Army of the Dead drops like this Friday, and before you ask, this is the Snyder cut or something like that. Oh, like they were having fun with that.
Well, that's good. It's good that someone had fun with this movie.
And I think it turned out to be like Netflix's biggest movie.
Yeah, it did really well.
It did really well. It started a whole franchise now. We got our first spin-off movie.
We'll talk about that.
We're getting a TV show. Well, we got to wait till October to talk about that.
I guess so. I haven't seen that spinoff, but
I really like the spinoff movie. Was surprisingly really, really good.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. Even my dad was like, this is a really good movie. And I was like, yeah, it's a fun time. But we're not here to talk about that because you have to wait. You're going to have to wait a year and a half when we do our October episode.
God.
Okay. I recommend giving it a watch, though, The Army of Thieves. The Army of the Dead. My God.
Let me just say, it was really hard to enjoy this movie.
No! After everything my boy Zack Snyder has been through, you're gonna do this.
I will say that, oh my God, it was fun.
Oh, it's shot incredibly well.
Yeah, okay. It looked crazy.
So he actually, I'm about to fanboy right now. Before you can say anything negative, I'm just gonna fanboy and
go ahead.
Take away the hate. He made special lenses for this movie with no aperture, so it was like freaking wide open. That's why the focus in that movie is so like paper thin, and it looks good. Like I really love the look of that movie. Why don't you crush my hopes and dreams, Duncan?
I didn't like the characters.
What's not to like? Tig Notaro's character was added completely after the fact.
Name one character besides the bank thief or the locksmith.
Dave Bautista.
I need a character name.
You need a character name? You had Zeus the zombie.
I know. That doesn't count. A character.
Yeah, why does that count? I just named it. Oh! You're doing the same thing you did for Mission Impossible Fallout a few months back. No, that might have been a year ago, actually.
Name a main character.
A main character. Zeus is a main character.
Not the antagonist. That's
Duncan, I don't know the name of the main characters in Citizen Kane? Does that make Citizen Kane a bad movie?
Kane.
Mr. Kane, but I don't know what's his first name.
Oh my. Okay, my point is that they introduced this wide cast of characters so that they can get.
Okay, what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite movie? Okay, your favorite movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Okay, what's the name?
That's not my favorite movie.
What's the name of the stepdad? What's the name of the stepdad? If that's such a good movie, what's his name?
Paul.
Are you serious?
We've had this exact interaction before. You've tried to quiz me on the stepdad and Ant-Man.
Am I really?
Yes, I swear to God, you have.
Have I really? We got to find that episode. That's funny.
We'll look for it. It happens.
Oh my
surprisingly
God.
often.
You can't trash Zack Snyder. Oh my God. I love that man.
He's weird.
I love that man with every fiber of my body.
He's very talented, but he's weird.
That's what makes him so special.
All right, you know what? I don't think we're ever going to agree.
I think we have to. No, but I just like. Did you like the way he set up the universe? Like, did you like that? Like, there were some zombies that for a split second you could see like a robot face and stuff. What are your thoughts on that?
You know what? I think he's really good at building universes, but but like a spin-off where there's no zombies is weird.
It worked.
But it's tonally inconsistent.
It worked.
2 out of 5.
No, oh my God. That's like a solid 9 out of 10.
9? What? Why?
9. 9. I don't know why I'm like that. That was unnecessary. I feel like an asshole, but that's okay.
No, you bring me back to the childhood like playground.
Duncan, you can't come on these swings.
You think Star Wars?
Take that beanie off, you freak, and then you can join us on the.
I'm gonna push you into the wood chips.
We used to have this weird thing at my elementary school. I don't know if every time I've tried to bring this up with anybody that went to my elementary school, this is really off tangent. Nobody remembers. So I don't know if this was a fever dream or what, but I remember there was this big thing. I used to be terrified of recess when I was in first grade, because there was this big thing called Boys versus Girls. And it was basically the boys and the girls would get into fist fights on the playground.
Oh.
And it was probably like a bunch of little kids just like slapping, like, you know, like,
I mean,
nothing
yeah,
big,
like,
but like, I remember this thing like it was like freaking like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like a Fight Club.
Like you ever seen the movie 300? That's what it was in Little Child Frank's thing. I never got involved. I never went, but I didn't know that there were these territories, right?
Oh.
I think I've told you this before. So one day, little Frank wanted to play on the swings. I remember all the girls were on the swings, and one of them came up to me and said, "This is the girls' territory. You can't be here." And then she kicked me in the nuts.
Oh no! You accidentally wandered and passed enemy lines.
I did, but I remember that it was like bad. And then I remember the teachers got involved and shut down. Nobody at my school, whenever I bring this up to like friends, nobody knows what I'm talking about.
Wow.
I thought it was horrific. Like, I was genuinely terrified of recess.
Well, yeah, you got kicked in the nuts for a war you weren't involved in. You were a casualty of a fight that you didn't start.
Ridiculous.
So
give me something else you watched, because now we both watched that one. So
right.
It was
okay. I watched for the first time Aquaman.
Hey, Mr. Momoa.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Didn't love it.
Oh, Aquaman is so fun.
I can appreciate the visual effects.
I have to say, I just have to say, I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off. I get so excited.
No, that's what this podcast is. I want to hear it.
The wide angle lens was invented for James Wan. That is my take. That is my take. Continue.
Okay. No, James Wan is completely like talented. I've enjoyed
that opening scene with Nicole Kidman where the camera is just swinging around the room. Incredible.
Can we talk about Nicole Kidman?
Don't bash Nicole.
I don't know how many Xanax they gave her before this movie.
What are you? Whoa! That's not even. Whoa!
Floating through it.
Like, she's what?
She's like, she looks high the whole time.
Duncan.
Well, I'm
Why
not
you gotta
trying to.
trash movies I enjoy? Isn't this
No, I'm
podcast supposed to
trying
be
not.
celebrating the movies? Isn't that why we've gathered here today with our subscribers to celebrate the movies?
Jason Momoa is charismatic and he carries this movie. He's so fun to
Yeah.
watch. I think, he's a great choice for this character. A brilliant take on it. Nothing else.
Again, just like to throw it out there, he's only Aquaman because of Zack Snyder.
Yes,
So
thank you, Zach. We all acknowledge that. But everything else in this movie, I think, just I needed more time.
Dolph Lundgren rides a seahorse. What else do you need?
I needed more than that because it was weird.
Oh my gosh, Duncan,
But it
Duncan,
was very
Duncan.
fun. And at this point, I was still quarantining in Chicago and was like, fuck it, I'll watch Aquaman. And it was a good way to spend my time.
Man, you were in Chicago when
In May, yeah.
man. I can't believe it. What are you looking forward to Aquaman 2, The Lost Kingdom?
Is Amber Heard going to be in it?
Yeah.
Then no.
But James Wan, the wide angle lens.
Yeah, I want Amber Heard out of the movie.
Alrighty.
Your turn, Frank. What do you watch?
I watched a movie on HBO. It was that same day theater release thing.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Those Who Wish Me Dead.
Ooh, tell me about that.
It's about Angelina Jolie,
Oh,
and
the fire movie.
she's a firefighter, and she gets stuck in the building and the whole forest catches on fire.
Wow.
And I did not expect much from this movie going in. It's just not my kind of movie, just from what I'd seen of it. But by gosh, by golly, I enjoyed it, Yeah, this is just a fun movie. I just really enjoyed it. What's not to enjoy? It's Angelina Jolie. There's these hitmen that are after this little boy. She's trying to keep this boy safe, but the whole place is on fire, and these two hitmen are trying to get to them. And like the end, you actually feel the stakes, which I thought was good. It's just an overall fun movie. Not necessarily something I'm gonna watch. I have the urge to watch again, but it's well made, well acted, and just a fun time.
Yeah,
Why can't that be enough?
That movie really struck me as like an interesting premise. I love like tight character driven narratives, and it seemed like that kind of like movie was like really appealing. If you recommend it, I will definitely check it out.
Yeah, no, it's not anything like oh my god, you gotta watch, like insane, but like if it's late one night and you don't know what to watch and you don't want to watch something like terrible, like that's a good movie to watch.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's not one I'm like, you got to seek it out, but like if you stumble upon it, yeah, give it a watch.
All right.
Man, I feel so weird for only having 5 things on my list, because like the past 3 months of recent time, I have like 10 to 15 things on my list.
Those will be beefy episodes.
Those are going to be beefy episodes. The October one and September one are going to be beefy. Because I thought everything I watched in those 2 months was a masterpiece. I don't know what happened.
Well,
I was just like nonstop masterpieces.
Well, we'll get to that in about 3 years, I guess, and we'll hear all about it. I watched a movie called Colossal.
That's with Anne Hathaway and a big CGI monster, isn't it?
That is correct. Have you seen it?
I have not, but I've wanted to. How is it?
This movie instantly shot up to like one of my favorite movies I've ever seen.
Oh, Colossal.
The premise is so weird. The concept is that at a certain time in like this small little rural town in the Pacific Northwest, there's this playground where if you walk through it, like this giant monster in like, I think it's like Korea, will like mimic your movements. So like if you walk from one end to the playground to the other, this giant alien will do the same thing. And it's this woman who figures this out because she like, after going to the bar one night, she like drunk stumbles home. And then on the news, she sees the monster like doing exactly what she did.
Yeah.
And like that enough is like an interesting concept. But like it's this woman who like discovers that she's killed people like through this monster's actions. And so like she tries to like use the monster's mimicking to like make an apology and like kind of like connect with these people on the other side of the world. But then more people discover that if they walk through this park, they also show up as like a different monster. And so these real people have to like figure out what each other's deal is, as well as like everyone in the news is like,
Yeah,
what are
that
these?
is very interesting.
And like I won't tell you anymore because it's really interesting, but like it's not a movie that makes sense because it really is like, here's the premise, don't ask questions, but like here's what we do with it. And
Mhm.
I think it's really interesting. This could have been a short film, I would say. It like you could probably get what this movie's trying to do in like 30 minutes, but I think it's really interesting. It feels like an indie movie with like a triple A budget. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, I recommend it. It's good.
Okay, I'll have to. I've been wanting to check that one out. Now, you've convinced me, Duncan.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
That's the Mr. Billy's podcast,
That's
folks.
the guarantee of the Mr. BP.
Well, how many more things do you have on your
I
list?
got three things left.
It's gonna be a short episode.
I don't know.
Oh my God!
We talked about that first movie for a while.
I watched an Italian film, Mamma Mia.
Ooh.
It's called The Life Ahead. It's a Netflix original movie.
Hmm.
It stars Sophia Loren, and she plays a prostitute.
Yo.
Yeah, and she no, but like she's like a reformed prostitute,
Okay.
and now she helps people who are like struggling in that life and like takes them in, and it's her watching over this child, but then she grows sick and the child has to watch over her.
Oh.
And this is actually like a very just heartwarming film.
Mhm.
And I believe it was nominated for an Oscar for best original, has like an original song in it or something like that.
Oh, no kidding.
Performances in this film are amazing. I mean, Sophia Loren always delivers.
Mhm.
But just the other cast and stuff, it was. I really liked how this film went about showing representation
Mm.
in a way that just felt so natural and authentic. And it really just, sometimes these studios will do it where you can tell they're just throwing it in to win points.
Yeah. 100%.
And this movie, it felt like I was watching through the window of people with a different lifestyle, and I really appreciated that and really enjoyed that.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this movie I think it's really cool. I would recommend it. I'd give it a watch. It's another movie, in the future I might want to watch again. And I don't have much to say about it other than it's a good heartwarming movie.
That's really sweet. That was a compelling review.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what we're all about here. Usually I go from screaming about Zack Snyder to that.
Hey, that's the
That's our that should be the tagline of our podcast. From screaming about Zack Snyder to
talking about prostitutes.
Yeah. Heartwarming conversations about prostitutes and yelling about Zack Snyder.
That's us, baby.
Mr. Movies Podcast, trademark.
I watched Ingrid Goes West.
Oh, that's with Aubrey Plaza. I don't know why I started there.
Aubrey Plaza, who is, if she's listening, hi.
Hi, Aubrey.
Hi, how are you doing?
How long you been subscribed?
My name's Duncan. Nice to meet you. Aubrey Plaza.
Duncan, you're a taken man.
Well, yeah, but like, come on. Aubrey?
I'm not Aubrey.
Hi, Aubrey.
Hi, Aubrey.
Ingrid Goes West.
I feel like bringing Aubrey Plaza to a family dinner would be very awkward. I feel like that wouldn't be a good mesh for.
She would sabotage it on purpose for sure. Like she would make things awkward. She would like drop her plate or something. But that's why we love her.
Amen.
This movie is about the dangers of social media.
Okay.
Oh no.
I
Is
thought
it as
everything on
bad?
social media was true and real and I should follow it.
Oh, you'd think, but it turns out this thing is kind of sinister.
What?
I know. Well, hold on to your butts, because this movie is about a
Are
woman.
you trying to tell me Mark Zuckerberg doesn't have my best interests at heart? You take it back. There's only
Yeah.
two people on this earth I'll defend, and that's Mark Zuckerberg and Zack Snyder.
What an interesting choice. Um, this movie is about a woman whose life is like falling apart, and there's this influencer on social media that she follows, and she decides to just fake it till she makes it and copy her entire style until the two of them meet. And then this influencer is like, "Oh my god, I love your style," because like she copied it off of her. And she just worms her way into this influencer's life using the clues that she like leaves out on Instagram. Like she's able to like figure out what restaurant she goes to. She's able to figure out like the clothing brand to like wear. It's all because this woman is like publicly posting it. It's got Aubrey Plaza, as we know. It's got Elizabeth
She's
Olsen,
the Ingrid, right?
right? And Elizabeth Olsen plays the influencer,
Okay.
and like it gets crazy because like obviously like oh,
Is this one worth checking out?
I would say yes. If you use Instagram, this movie
I
is
do, Graham.
this
Let's
is
do
yeah
it.
at Frank Vella on Instagram.
Alrighty, I'm gonna check the one out. You have two more, correct?
That is correct.
Alrighty, I'll go. I have two left. They're
Go,
both
go, go.
animated. Actually, you know what, Duncan, you go.
Wow, really?
Yeah, you go real quick.
It's like Christmas. I watched the movie from Netflix, The Mitchells versus the Machine.
This was what I was gonna talk about.
No kidding. Wow. I checked this out because I heard a recommendation that the animation and editing was like top tier.
Yeah,
And
that's a fact.
yeah, this is a nonstop thrill ride for sure. The energy of this movie is cranked up to 11.
I gotta say, Sony Pictures Animation has stepped up its game recently.
Absolutely, yeah. Like
I really like their style.
they did Minions, which was like, oh,
I don't think they did Minions.
yeah, that was Sony or Illumination, right?
It's Illumination. That's not Sony.
Are they not the same thing?
They're not the same.
Well, then never mind. But these guys did Spider-Verse, right?
They did Spider-Verse and the Emoji Movie.
Okay, so 1 out of 2. That's pretty good. Yeah, this movie, I will say it gets a little too much just because like it's
Yeah, I will say that, yeah.
it's 2 hours of like cranked to 11. But some of the jokes in this movie are just so
They're genuinely funny.
like, and the emotional beats it hits like actually feel like rewarded and like feel like earned. The family unit dynamic is really good. I think the one character that needed more was like the mom, just because the story is very much a father-daughter relationship story, and the brother is like I think is simple enough to where he works. I think the mom needed a little bit more, but like
Yeah.
the family just works. The two robots that joined them cracked me up the
Yeah,
whole time.
that's great.
I think, and sometimes it was a little like OMG Furbies. That's so like RAR XD.
Yeah.
This, but like I think as a whole, this movie's fantastic.
And when they go to the mall, they reference Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, yeah. Like, how did I
Full
know?
circle, baby. Full circle.
How did I know you were going to bring that up? Son of a bitch.
No, I really like this movie. You know, my dad doesn't like animated movies. I don't know why.
Okay.
And he really enjoyed this one.
Oh, no kidding.
My whole family enjoyed this one. It was just a great movie to watch. It was just super fun. I had a great time watching this movie. It's
Oh,
one I would revisit again. I felt like the characters were relatable. Oh, the dad and the little the wooden moose thing,
right.
that melted my damn cold heart.
I want to watch this movie with my mom and my brother because I don't think my dad would like it. But I'm not
Uh-huh.
sure if my brother would like it. I feel like we'd have to like tie him to the chair to get him through the whole
Uh-huh.
thing. But I think this is really sweet. I think this is like a good family animated movie that like
Definitely.
deserves to be watched at least once.
Hmm. No, I agree with you. I really enjoyed it. Duncan, do you have one more thing left on your
I have
list,
just
right?
one more thing.
Don't say what it is. Is it a TV show?
No.
Never mind. I thought we were gonna have the same thing.
Oh, really?
You go.
What's yours?
You go first.
No, you go. I just went.
Is yours good? I want to end on a high note.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'll go then, I guess.
Is yours good?
Well, I mean, I liked it.
Is it like I loved it or just I liked it?
What's with this line of question? You
we
end
got
on
to
your
end on a
high note.
high. We don't want to end. Oh, and here's a mediocre movie. Sorry, we made you wait 4 months for this episode. Our next one will be out in another 8.
Okay,
I want to
I
end on
like
a
this
high
movie,
note.
but you've obviously got a high note, so we'll do you last.
Okay.
I'll go. I watched the movie Sweetheart on Netflix.
See, why would we end on that? I don't even know what that is.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
This
Ending
movie,
on Sweetheart. Oh my gosh.
this movie starts as one movie and ends a different one.
Okay.
It starts with this woman, Kiersey Clemens, who plays Iris West in Zack Snyder's The Flash version of the Justice League.
Zack Snyder's Justice League.
I know, full circle. She a phenomenal actress, but the
Uh-huh.
movie is about her washing up on an island, like deserted island. She wakes up like she can't find anyone else who was on her boat. So the first 30 minutes of this movie are her trying to like get food and resources, like try to figure out a way off the island. But then she starts finding these like washed up, half-eaten fish like on the beach in the mornings. And then at night she can hear something coming out of the water and like crawling around the island. And I won't spoil this movie,
So is
but
it a horror movie?
this is a horror movie disguised as a castaway movie. Because
Okay.
after a third of the movie, there is an alien that looks like a shark that walks on 2 legs that crawls out of the ocean at night and hunts her on the island.
What's this called?
Sweetheart.
It's a Netflix original.
I think so. This movie is a 5 out of 5 for me. I loved it. Like the way they make like this fucking alien shark just like crawl out and like it's a cat. It's like if you mixed Castaway and then like a Cloverfield movie, and like it's so fast because like she has to like find food and survive and get off the island, but then at night there's this fucking monster chasing her and it's so
Uh-huh.
terrifying. I watched this with my family. I watched it in Chicago the night I was leaving, and then like a week later when it was my movie pick, I made them watch this because I couldn't get enough of it.
Uh-huh.
So terrifying. There is one shot. This is the last thing I'll say. There is one beautiful shot where it first reveals the monster.
I'm gonna watch this. Maybe
There's
you
a-
would have ended on a high.
Well, maybe.
Now I feel
But,
like a jerk. Good
there's
job,
a-
Duncan.
There's a plane at night flying over the island, and so she like shoots a flare, and the flare goes up, but like the plane doesn't stop, and the flare slowly goes like into the water, but right before it hits the water, it illuminates the monster from the back, like at night. And so you
Yeah,
see the silhouette of this thing like coming like towards the island,
I
like
gotta watch this. How did you find this?
like okay, a TikTok. I saw a TikTok advertising this movie,
Okay.
and
So is it new?
I don't think so. I think it was just some guy being like, "Oh, here's your underrated movie of the week, Sweetheart."
Okay, I'm gonna watch this.
Phenomenal movie.
I have a movie, a horror movie
Ooh.
that I watched in October,
Okay.
and I want you to watch it because I think it's one of my all-time favorite movies ever made.
All right.
Like it blew me away, and I want to be able to like talk, like really get into it.
Is this
It's
your,
on Amazon. Do you have Prime?
I do.
It's an Australian movie. It's only an hour and 20 minutes. It's called Lake Mungo.
Okay.
I have not been able to stop thinking about this movie since I
Lake
watched it.
Mungo.
Yeah. Don't look anything up. Don't watch it. Just watch it.
I just looked it up.
Damn it, Duncan.
What? Oh.
Just watch it. I don't want you to get it spoiled by accident.
Oh, whoa!
No, did you get it spoiled?
It's rated a 6 out of 10.
Where?
IMDb.
You can't listen to them. They don't know anything.
Hey, it's got a 96% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay, good. Yeah, listen to that.
Only 23 votes.
It's okay. No, it's an obscure film. Like not
Okay,
a lot of people.
I will
Yeah.
watch this. This sounds good.
It's good. It's like it's shot like a documentary,
Ooh.
but it's like really engrossing. Like, oh my gosh.
I can't wait to watch it and talk about it.
Already.
That your
I have
final-
my last thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I watched a series that I know you've watched, Invincible.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Invincible.
So, first of all, Amazon Prime. The thumbnail for the show is the father. Can I spoil it?
Light spoils, yeah.
It's a pretty big spoiler.
Okay, fine. If my family's listening, turn it off. All right, go on.
It's the father beating the crap out of Mark.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you make that the thumbnail?
It kind of, well, I mean, you kind of can tell that's where the show's going, but you don't want to give away like that imagery.
Yeah, why would you give that away? Netflix did the same thing. They spoiled the Cobra Kai with a thumbnail one time for the last season that came out. I was like, why would you do that?
Yeah, come on.
Like literally the day they released the season, they changed the thumbnail to a spoiler. I was like, what are you doing?
That's so dumb.
I thought Invincible, I love the pacing of this show. I love the concept of this show. My only complaint is I feel like they went all in for the voice actors and not enough money for the animation.
Yeah, there are some moments where like you could tell they needed a little bit more money.
Like there's characters and I'm like, that didn't need to be Ezra Miller. You could have just grabbed some. He's in, dude. The amount of famous people, like big stars in this show, is unneeded.
Yeah, they kind of went really in on that. Yeah.
J.K. Simmons, that's all you needed. That's all you needed.
You need him, obviously.
You didn't need Sandra Oh as the mom.
As much as I love her, yeah, you don't need that.
Get some. This is what pisses me off about Hollywood. Get some wannabe actors who are desperate to work and highlight them.
Yeah, why not? Absolutely.
People don't care about celebrities anymore. They care about good stories.
What they should, but yeah.
No, they do. Really, they do.
I'd like
You
to.
can't get a famous people don't sell movies anymore except for like The Rock and Tom Cruise.
I have so many movies with The Rock in them like later because Ian and I just started watching a bunch of them.
Have you seen the one San Andreas?
We have not seen San Andreas.
It's a good one.
Really? All right.
I really like San Andreas.
Isn't that the one where he like surfs on a tsunami with his boat?
Just watch San Andreas.
Oh, that's a yes. That's a yes.
I love San Andreas.
Oh,
I love. Have you seen 2012?
yeah, I've
That's a
seen it.
good one too.
They're
Like they're just fun. They're dumb fun.
Disaster movies make me sad.
Do they?
No. I know they're fake.
Well, that's good.
Do you recommend Invincible to someone who because okay, my family really enjoyed like The Boys. So I thought they would enjoy Invincible, which is a similarly like gritty take on a superhero.
Yeah.
But I think maybe like how would you rate the gore in this show?
Oh, it's up there.
Yeah, I think the fucked up shit that happens in this show is like
I also have a bit of an issue with the tone.
yeah.
Because I feel like, and I know so many shows that do this, where I'm like, it feels like some of the dial, like that last episode, like that's for adults. Like that straight up, like that should have been the tone of the whole season. I felt like it was too kiddie, and then you have these scenes of J.K. Simmons' character just like tearing people open and eyeballs popping, and I'm like, that's cool, I love it, but like it doesn't tonally fit.
Right. I think the dichotomy of like Mark being like, oh no, which girl do I date? And then immediately transitioning to Omni-Man pulling the spine out of people. Is just you gotta pick a consistent. And I think that's kind of what they were going for because they're trying to mock these like Teen Titan-esque shows where it's just like, oh no, like relationship problems.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you gotta get bring those two things closer, I think.
Yeah.
Like the majority of the show.
I agree. I yabba dabba do. What? That's it.
Is that how we're ending with a
That's
yabba
how we're
dabba
ending.
do?
With
Oh,
yabba dabba do. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've stuck around this far, God bless you.
yep.
We love you. Um,
Be sure to yabba dabba do hit that subscribe button.
hit that subscribe button, hit that like. My boy Duncan Kastner is close to 100,000 subs
Don't
on
shout
Duncan
me
Kastner
out.
page.
Don't
Let me do
do
this.
that.
Let me do this. I would Christmas is coming up, and all I want is to see a smile on that boy's face when he gets his play button. So please just make fake accounts and spam the hell out of it.
Wait, would you stop?
I let it make it happen.
My
Make it happen.
2022 resolution is to put more time into this channel and make sure that this gets the recognition it
Yes.
deserves.
Yes.
We're
We need
talking
to-
spin-offs, series,
I have
more
an idea for a
promotion.
spin-off, but it's really nerdy, and I don't know if people would even. Would probably get one view.
Who cares?
It'd probably be from me.
Who cares? This is our place to experiment. We can do whatever the hell we want.
I'm gonna pitch you an idea after we stop recording.
Okay, I
It's
actually
so
want to hear
nerdy.
that. So, everyone, thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Tickle that subscribe button. Write in the comments. Write something. Go. Today's a challenge. Go in the comments and tell Duncan why he's wrong about Zack Snyder and Army of the Dead.
You and Zach. Oh my God. Okay. Well, bye everyone.
Goodbye. We love you. You're like our children. I don't know why I
That's
said
too
that.
close.
Yeah.
I don't want 300 children.
Alrighty. We love you.
Love you
Bye.
lots. Bye, guys.